All right, and welcome back to week 2 of Teamfight Manager. We're going into our second match of the week, and a patch just dropped. You know, we haven't been the best at Circus Blade, so we're happy with that. Ogre gets a buff. We're pretty happy with that one. We are an Ogre team. Hammer also gets a buff, and Enchanter as well. And they introduced Taoist into the game. A very strong champ. Right now, we are looking for some footing. Just looking back on our week, we had a very big 2-1 victory. And I would say it was probably one of our best. We had a very strong game across the board from all of our players. And we beat one of the favorites of this, entire league. And today, we're going to try and do it again. Just a little theory crafting that's gone on. We will be looking to draft Exorcist and Taoist together. They are both very strong picks that we like. And we're going to try and use them together to just cheese out a win, honestly. We're going to go for Exorcist Taoist right off the bat. And we're going to look for something like a Siege Breaker or an Inquisitor. I think this game, with the comp we have, we need an Inquisitor. I think we'll go the Ogre just to be safe. And then for our top lane pick, we're going to go the Gambler just to give us a little range. They do have a very squishy comp. And I think we should be fine versus this. But let's see how it goes. I actually like what our coach delegated for our tactics, and we are in. I don't know where to put my mouse. Oh, what a big kill in the mid lane. Aluka just goes down on a dive. Goes a little too deep. Looking for the ghost here. They don't have any play. And a slow game. We get the Serpent. We are, in fact, 2k gold down, though. Our mid lane matchup, even though it is stable, we aren't really controlling the deficit we build. However, that deficit will close as the game moves on, but right now there is a 1k gold lead in the mid lane. Matt is also being focused down right now. He does go down to soon. Mid tower falls, Narcus falls as well. Zele is weak here. However, at a 4k deficit now, Zele going for the kill on this white mage. He gets the kill. Hachi is down. Zele is up a kill, but down 6 gold. They are going for a Morgrod here. It is a 5v6. This ghost is going low. Ogre is going in. They get 1. They get 2. Matt with 2 kills. They restart the Morgrod. I don't think that Data Demons can contest this. No, they don't. Matt or Zele gets the kill. And they're walking into Serpent. The Serpent has been started by the Data Demons. Ghost is on Zele. The Ghost is dead. And this Ogre is getting way too out of control. They just need a walk here. The Data Demons do somehow confirm the Serpent. If Wei Zhao just walks there, I think they ace the Data Demons. However, I understand being a little scared of what can happen on the backside of that fight. Now we are looking at a 5-man push down mid. Dune is still in that top zone area. He does back to come and reinforce his team, but the Morgrod is over. The lead that the Data Demons have is at 2,000 gold now. We are looking at a little bit of a closer game, but Wei Zhao is strong on this Ogre. He is almost unkillable at this point in the game. Zele looking taken very low. Narcus taken very low as well. And top turret falls to Matt in a split push. But he has to be careful here. He 1v1s docked him. Dry kills him in a very, very weird situation. The Data Demons do start this Morgrod. They have no jungler, but there is no contest coming out from Havoc Corp. They could have fought that and probably won over Morgrod, but they decide that they're not going to fight it. They look to start the Serpent. Zele goes down. They kill Dock them in return, but Matt is also down. But Ogre is beating them up. They have no damage to go through this Ogre. All they have to do is play safe, play around Ogre being able to tank all of these abilities, and then see what they can do. He absorbs 2 ults there, gives overkill, very unfortunate. Matt goes down. Narcus looking for something, gets stuns on 2 of them. This Alchemist is going low. Zele gets the kill. Zele looking for a fight here, gets the White Mage, can fight the Ghost here. There is a chance. They are looking on our mid wave right now. Looking to start up a Morgrod. They have a push in bot. This Morgrod is going down very fast. Narcus with the ult gets 3. A very big ult from Narcus. They kill the White Mage, looking for the Ghost in response as well. Wei Zhao is strong. He is ulted. He gets the Wind Mage, and they stop a Morgrod. This is a very, very big juncture in the game. Junction. No, holy, I cannot speak. That's just like, this is why I'm not an English major, guys. They finish the Morgrod off. This android is going down. He still somehow survives. I guess they forgot that it's a stun and a Zanya's basically. There is no Wind Mage ult. This Light Mage is going down as well. Matt gets the kill. They take the mid tier 1, looking to push in the second one, but they do have to take it back. They have to defend this bot turret. Looking to use this Morgrod. They have 20 seconds left on it. Doa gets ulted. He brings the poison back, and Zele just goes in on nothing. Wei Zhao and Doa have backed off, and they just go in for no reason at all. They will be back up for this Morgrod, but they have to back here. They are being pushed in. This is not a good position for them. If they could have found the Alchemist and then taken it back, this would have been a very, very good play for them. However, they don't. Alchemist just walks into them. They get the kill. Narcus is isolated in a 2v1. They get him. Zele also looking to go down. They find Zele as well, but can Doa and Wei Zhao fight this out? Matt is here as well. Wei Zhao is going low. looking to push them back. They do get them back in time. Narcus is up. Matt has 16 seconds. I don't think they have enough time to try and rush this Morgrod. However, they do start it. Doa is in the bot lane. It looks like they are just giving this. This is very, very bad macro. Very different macro from what we saw last week. And now they're losing the game for the Serpent. They lost both both their Nexus turrets. This is very bad. With this Morgrod, they could end the game with just minion waves being pushed in. However, they are being taken low. Doa needs to be careful in this situation. They have to keep their lanes pushed. Looking for a fight. Narcus goes down. Ruxi goes down. They have wave in bot. They have to be careful here. Doa goes down. It is not looking very good. Zele is farming a jungle cam. And leaving just Wei Zhao, they take the base down. What is the macro play on this team? Several moments they could have came back in this game, and they just throw their lead away. That being said, we will be sticking to the same bands. I think we're gonna land on a Archer Bane. We will pick the Dancer first. I would have wanted the Bomber, but we're gonna go Lancer Siegebreaker here. And then for our support, we're gonna go Enchanter. And even though I want to take this Executioner as our solo lane, I think I'll have to go do the Necromancer. It just makes sense in this comp. I think we have a good mix of ranged attack. I'll also have having strong melees. However, this matchup, Gunner and Lancer, is a little hard for Lancer early, but they can find solo kills in this matchup. So we will just have to see what happens. This Bomber is very strong. Being able to clear the jungle like it is nothing. Doa goes down to Ruxi in a 2v2. And this is not looking very good for the side of the Havoc board. A little more even of a game, but they are still down 700 gold. A very, very big lead. Just not a lot happening right now. Poked out for the Serpent. Dockham getting poked out there does confirm the Serpent for Havoc Corp. Not much off the back of it though. A little tower damage, a little more CS. Matt has finally broken through his CS deficit here. All in all, this is a very, very slow game from both sides. Narcus is looking here, may go low. Zele trying to help him, keeps his support alive. Game stays at 0-1. This Morgrod has spawned soon, has to be careful here. Gets caught up by Wei Zhao and Zele. They get the kill onto this Pyromancer. Now looking to start the Morgrod. Zele is extremely low right now. So is Dokdem. Dokdem and Ruxi have been taken low. Matt gets the kill. Narcus goes down. But this Gunner and Shield Bearer may be caught out of position. A solid fight. Wei Zhao goes back in. Going on Dokdem. Dokdem goes low. Doa gets the final hit. A big shield breaker ult, but everyone is low on the side of the Data Demons. They have to take it back here. Narcus is catching this wave in bot, trying to let the turret survive. The turret, unfortunately, still goes down. Did not trim the wave beam. Now looking for an engage here. Doa survives. Zele gets 2. Narcus gets 1. Zele on a triple kill, looking for his 4th. They let the shield breaker go. They are going to take this Morgrod without a fight. Now looking for a flip on Serpent. They get very big ults. Yes, that is probably a free Serpent. They hit every single ult on their team. Didn't get a kill, but they did stop it. And Ruxi just goes down to the Lancer. Looking for the Shield Bearer, does not get him. They have to be careful around this mid though. Doa looking very strong in this game. Has the ability to turn any game on its head. His Dancer is one of his best. He gets another kill. Matt trying to defend this top tier 1 does not, unfortunately, but the mid tier 1 stands. Matt looking to try and get a kill back here. Aluka getting very low, but unfortunately they do not have the ability to finish him off. They do, however, have the time to start this Morgrod. It does not look like they will be here in time for a flip. Zele secures it. Wei Zhao does a very good job of zoning them off. Aluka is caught out here though, but he just mind controls Zele to just keep following him for some reason. Pyromancer goes down. Dokdem has to be careful here. He's very, very squishy. And he is just being beat down by these Necromancer minions. Doa looking for him. Doa gets him. This is a very, very bad situation for the side of the Data Demons. This Dancer is getting very, very strong. Zele again going in deep, not taken down, but taken extremely low. Doa just walks in trying to farm kills for his ult and falls. This could be very big. He will not be up for the start of this Morgrod. Going on Hachi, they kill Hachi. They kill Hachi and maybe dock them here before Morgrod. This is very big. However, Narcus and Wei Zhao are on the other side of this map. They are very disconnected. Narcus goes down. Wei Zhao survives. Data Demons looking to set up around this Morgrod. Zele and Doa just one shot Aluka. Soon goes down very low, has to back off. They look to turn onto the Serpent. However, Wei Zhao and Zele look to end this game. Zele pushing into the base. Wei Zhao trying the zone. They get 2 and they finish the game out. Clean game from the Havoc Corp. Now going into game 3, what can they do? Looking to ban Sand Mage again. Looking to play something engagey. Looking to ban Crossbowman. And then for their final ban, we don't really understand what they think is strong right now, but it looks like the Sniper is getting banned as well. They keep the Magic Dancer, however, they don't believe it will get picked. They go for the Hammerer and the Fighter. This is a very, very strange comp. They then pick Shadowmancer. And from my guess, it's going to be the Demon. But they pick Bard instead. A Swordsman Dokubi in response. and then Zele Demon comes out. This could be a very big game for the side of both the Data Demons and Havoc Corp. Looking for it, it might be a fighter jungle here, honestly. I think it's fighter jungle. Okay, we're gonna try it. You know what? We're experimenting low-key. We definitely run a 4-1 split with Matt pushing. We have wave priority. Yeah, group up for objective setup. We are a hard engaged team, and we gotta just be flexible with everything. Can't be too aggressive. Actually, we can be aggressive on our closeouts. We have very strong comp for that. Again, Dokdam faster on this clear. However, I think that is just the nature of the champs. Dokdam forcing Zele off of this Rhino. Zele does cross, takes the tree, looking for the mushroom end as well, and then has to back here and go straight for his rhinoceros to get it on a respawn. No, he does not get it on a respawn. This is very, very bad situation for the fighter. He will just be invaded here. The Rhino goes down. This Circus Blade is up to a strong start. We will be seeing how the Circus Blade nerfs have affected this matchup. Level 3 to level 4, I don't believe Zele is in much trouble here though. Not as much damage coming out of the Circus Blade. At least a lot less than expected. And Zele will finally be able to farm his Rhino. Wei Zhao is being taken low in this matchup. The longer it goes on, the harder it becomes for the Hammer in this situation. Being outranged is very, very difficult to deal with. They do look to start the Serpent. There is potentially contest? No, there's not. Never mind. Alga just hard engages onto Matt in that 1v1 in mid and just takes him down with his ult, but they do in fact get Hachi on the back end of Serpent fight. Matt has to be careful in this fight. Wei Zhao is just very strong on these tanks, on these bruisers. And Matt is looking to slowly poke down this Dokkaebi and try and take this tower. The mid tier 1 looks to be falling soon. The Archer ult goes wide, gets no value. Dokkaebi is very split. However, they do get him. The Swordsman looking. Swordsman very low here, could fall. Goes down to Doa after he's spending the ult. Archer goes down to Doa as well. Doa gets a big ult to survive here. He has to be very careful. One shot and he is dead. Matt gets the Dokkaebi. A very, very, very big fight from the Data Demons. And excellently played from Doa. Another wide Archer ult. Circus Blade is being taken low. The Bartle going. They have to fight on this timer. They have no more damage here. Dokkaebi going down. Dokkaebi kills Doa, but Hachi and Dokdam fall as well. This mid wave is very big. They can take mid tier 1 here. They do let the minions take it? No, it is very low. They are rushing down this Margrad with Bard ult. Dokdam can't make his way in. They secure it. They take mid tier 1 as well, but 2 fall. Narcus and Matt fall. And that is Serpent for the Data Demons. Zele has closed the gap in this jungle matchup. However, they are pushing down mid. Narcus is there to defend. They take the mid tier 2. Matt looking for this top tier 1. They are going onto this Dokkaebi. The Dokkaebi falls. And Narcus is looking to defend mid on his lonesome. Doa is here. Doa is obliterated. but that is the top tier 2 as well. This Morgrad has been very, very big, and Dokdam just goes in on Wei Zhao for no reason and falls. A very big barrier from Hachi. Wei Zhao and Zele looking to go though. Would be very big. Narcus is finally back up. He will be back for this Morgott. They have to look to fight here. They're being taken very low, and it's 3 for the side of the Data Demons. Can Zele pull off a steal of a lifetime here? No, he cannot. And this may very well be game. Now a 4,000 gold lead for the side of the Data Demons. They are looking to close this game out. This Dokkaebi has become a problem. Dokdam ulted under turret. Ruxi goes down as well. Hachi might be caught out here. One stun. Yep, Hachi goes down. They look to Aluka now. Aluka falls as well. Dokdam and Soon. Only 2 members alive for the Data Demons, and they are chasing them. They slow Dokdam. Dokdam falls as well. Now they are looking to push out these waves. Matt gets ulted by Dokkaebi, but he is fine in this matchup. However, Narcus just ults right before Morgrad spawns, does not get any kill for it. And this Dokkaebi is not as strong anymore in this 1v1 matchup. Matt is failed. He is shredding through this Dokkaebi like it is nothing. Looking to get the Dokkaebi before Morgrad. They do find him. Looking to push in top, actually. They take the first tier. They take the first turret. But Matt and Narcus go too far. They fall. And this could be a Morgrad. This could be a Serpent. A very dangerous situation for the side of the Data Demons. Looking to go. They find Hachi in a 1v2. But that is the Morgrad. Looking to fight on Serpent now. This is a very big fight. They do get the Serpent. Now looking for any picks that they can get. They find one. Narcus just ults in the middle of 4 people and falls for it. They have to be careful. Aluka going low. Aluka falls. Swordsman going strong. Ruxi gets 1. They get 2 in Doa. Looking to push down mid. Looking to push down bot. This is a very, very dangerous situation for the side of the Havoc board. They lose their first Nexus turret. Their second Nexus turret looking to go down as well. Their base goes down and they lose the game 3 decider. A very, very strong game from both teams. However, Matt and Narcus getting caught has cost them the game. Alright, guys. Well, thank you guys for coming to game 2 or match 2 of week 2. As you guys can see, we do have a lot of, we do have a lot to do. There's a lot of training that has to be done, and honestly, we might have to look for more coaching staff wherever we can get it. But I just want to leave you off there today. Thank you guys for coming by, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.